Hey there. In this one, we're going to look at the Phrygian scale shape off of your G major shape. So everything we've been doing so far, this is like the third lesson in this little micro lesson that I'm doing, this micro series that I'm doing. Remember, this is like the between season 1 and season 2. Season 2 is coming up. Season 2 is going to be spectacular. I say that, but I don't know if I can hold up to it. But season 1 ended, and I've been doing some transitional stuff, and season 2 is going to be starting pretty soon. And once season 2 starts, it'll be back in my studio. I'll have a nice background. I'll have the lapel mic on. Everything will sound a little bit better, and I'll have some great new backing tracks for you and new songs and all kinds of cool stuff. If you want to learn all about that, if you want to stay posted and stay updated on that, then sign up to my mailing list at justpickuptheguitarandgo.com, because I want you to be able to just pick up the guitar and go.com. Get on that mailing list, and just for getting on the mailing list, and you can unsubscribe at any time, I'll send you a free course, a free 7-day course that helps you see the fretboard code, unlock the fretboard, and be able to play and improvise intuitively, with ease, with confidence. All those things that I always say every time I talk about the course, because that's what it's really all about. I go string by string. I show you all kinds of different shapes and things like that. It's not just about scales. It's about how to understand where to intuitively train your fingers to land in the right places on the fretboard and be able to play the way that you want to. So again, that's at justpickuptheguitarandgo.com. And once season 2 starts, having that knowledge from the free course is going to help. Plus, like I said, you get on my mailing list. I'll let you know when I got all kind of cool stuff coming out. So in this one, we're looking at the third shape of the major scale, the G major scale. There's your first chord shape, then your second one, which went into Dorian. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go into Phrygian, okay? And we're going to be playing a B Phrygian. Now with all of these shapes, if I wanted to play a C Phrygian, I can move up 1 fret. I can play a C Phrygian, and that's just a minor scale, right? That's a C minor scale, that's a B minor scale. And we're just going to do Phrygian off of a minor scale. Okay, we could go back to G and play a minor scale there. We could play Phrygian scale there. I could go back up, right, to, what is that, A minor. And that would work with Dorian too, which I showed in the last lesson. But now we're going to go ahead and go on up to the B minor. And we're going to play a Phrygian scale over that. Now, Phrygian sounds a little diminished. So by playing it over this minor chord, it's going to sound a little less minor, a little more diminished, which is going to be kind of darker. I think about it like, when I think about diminished, I think about, I know a lot of people think about Middle Eastern scales and things like that. I tend to think more diminished like horror movies, like kind of creepy and scary. That note, which is your root note, right? The tonic of the scale, but it's your root note if we're playing over this chord. It just sounds like it's unresolved. It just sounds like it needs to go somewhere, but it doesn't. But that's just basically a B minor chord shape. I'll tab it out or map it out on the screen for you. And we're going to play on the 6th string, we're going to play at 7, 8, 10. On the 5th and the 4th string, 7, 9, 10, 7, 9, 10. And then when we get to the 3rd string, we're going to play 7, 9. And on the 2nd and the 1st string, so we're going to play 7, 8, 10, 7, 8, 10. And those notes, all of those notes are going to be in the next scale too, which is going to be your Lydian scale, which is very interesting because Lydian is found within Phrygian, but Phrygian is diminished and Lydian's major. But it's still going to, it's going to be a lot of the same notes. One less note, kind of. We still play that note. It's just not going to start it, right? It's not going to be your tonic. But at the same time, it's going to give us a totally different sound. So anyway, there's your Phrygian. Just play it over a minor shape. And we resolve it back to that major where I started, right? Because these are shapes of the major scale. These are positions of the major scale. It's going to fit. There's your Dorian. Resolve it back to major. Again, the mood of the scale is going to resolve back to whatever the chord progression is that you're playing over. So that's going to change a little bit. So what I'm showing you in each position is I'm showing you a chord shape that would work. For songwriting, you could take the chord shapes that I'm showing you here. There's going to be 7 of them total. And you can mix and match them and come up with all kinds of cool stuff. And whatever you start with, that could be your key. And then you can play that shape over that. And then that creates a really cool song. So there's all kinds of ways to think about it, all kinds of ways to look at it, which is, why I came up with a course that shows you my crazy way of thinking about things, which is at justpickuptheguitarandgo.com. 7 days to unlock the fretboard, play intuitively, just pick up the guitar and go.com. So check it out and let me know in the comments what you think about this lesson, these little micro lessons, and I'll see you in the next one.